And it's one thing to say something like that, but to actually look like you enjoy it, it's going to be interesting to see how long that lasts because Nebraska's a different animal. But he seemed to really enjoy his time up there. And he's a guy that has been a ton of places and around a bunch of guys. And I think people kind of got burnt out on that shtick from Mark Whipple a year ago. The difference I took from Terrence Knighton's experience and the guys he's been around is he explains how the guys he's been around and the situations he's been in the NFL are going to help him at Nebraska. It felt like Mark Whipple just talked about Ben Roethlisberger to seem like the coolest guy in the room. It got a little bit annoying at the end of it. And one of the first few questions, I think it was Sip that asked him this, is what's the one thing that comes to mind when you think about Matt Rhule? And he talked about, hey, I was at Temple before Matt Rhule got there and before it was really exciting to be at Temple. But the one word he said he would use to describe Matt Rhule's urgency. And that resonated with me a little bit because, I think that's the one thing Nebraska may need more than anything. It was really surprising to me how much of a lack of urgency throughout the entire 5 years that the last coaching staff had. And I think a lot of people looked at the length of Scott Frost's contract and said, well, he's got the length of the contract that he needs. He's got the time he needs. He's got the time he needs. He's got the time he needs. Matt Rhule has more time on that contract. And it feels like there's more urgency in February. So what would be week or month 4 of this process than there was in any year under the last 2 coaches.
Yeah.
I don't. We talked about this earlier today, but I don't think Nebraska fans will know what to do with themselves if they get to 9 wins.
I won't.
I don't think it's. I listen. I know he hasn't coached a game.
We should have kept Bo if it was 9 wins.
4-2-9-5-1-16-20. What are you gonna do if we get to 9 wins?
Do we go to 72nd to Dodge? So do we tear down the street signs?
No.
But to me, urgency seems like it's got to be a top 3 priority for the staff. And with that being said, I feel like it is. There are some things that would kind of argue that because he almost contradicted himself with the next question because he was asked, Terrence Knighton was asked, what position group he's going to really have his focus on. And he said, we're still trying to kind of figure out what that 4th option is going to be, whether it's going to be a hand in the dirt type guy or it's going to be a stand-up linebacker position. But that almost feels like it's fun for them. Like it's not a, oh God, we've got to figure this out. Hey, listen, we're going to let our guys, we went out and got some athletes that we think can stand up and run.
Yeah.
And
what is the personnel going to allow?
We're going to make sure that we have the right guys to fit the system. Because Tony White was asked about the 3-3-5. He said, that's great if we run it, but we're not set on anything.
Right.
And Matt Rhule said, we're going to coach what works for our players here. We're, scheme's not important to us. The guys running it is what we're going to coach to. The other word that he used to describe Matt Rhule, accountability. And I can't remember the last time that I heard anybody in that program say, this one's on me. And it felt like they meant it. This staff feels like if a team comes out flat, it happens. This is college football. This is 18 to apparently 26-year-old men now, but young men.
You have your anomalies
that probably need a little motivation from time to time. It feels like this staff as a whole will take losses very personal. And I don't remember the last time, maybe outside of a Casey Thompson or a Garrett Nelson, that it, like even with Adrian, and maybe it's because the way Adrian Martinez conducted his business that it never felt like a big deal to him, but it never felt personal to me when I heard Adrian Martinez talk about a loss. Yeah, like do I think he liked losing? No.
Right.
But it already feels like there's already accountability happening within that locker room.
Well,
and we're not even in spring.
In defense of Adrian, how many times can you say sorry the exact same way?
Apparently every week because his head coach did.
Like, yeah, sorry, something inexplicably stupid happened. My bad.
But hold on.
But it's not always his fault.
Let's take that approach though. But Chance, at some point, you would think at some point the frustration would become. Listen, there's a few times we saw it on the sideline from Adrian, but I think he really was very meticulous in the way he addressed the media. He seemed smart enough to understand the room that he was in.
Yeah, because his jaw was wired shut.
That was only one time. But
okay.
My
mistake.
I really feel like there are things that are being said from the top down that are being communicated correctly. And when I say the top, I mean Trev Alberts. That this is the way things are going to be done here. I don't know if you could say that about anybody since Tom down to Bo. Even for as short of a time that has been the case. I think Trev Alberts went out and hired an extension of himself. I think Matt Rule went out and hired 9 extensions of himself. And that is a winning formula. I don't know if it's going to translate on the field, but I think that is a great foundation to build your program.
They clearly, all of them, I mean, he's obviously hired a tight-knit bunch that they all have a relationship, prior with Coach Knighton. I mean, he was coached at Temple by Coach Rule.
You have a couple guys that he played with on the staff,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So I mean, it's all in the family. They already have a culture within themselves that they will bring forward to the locker room.
There's this negative stigma around coaching right now, and I think there's something to it. But when we're having the conversation like we're having right now about the good old boys club and recycling coaches, this is why though. There's something about having camaraderie and knowing how a guy is going to react on a loss on a Sunday morning that you need.
Yeah.
Now, granted, should you absolutely step out of your comfort zone sometimes and hire somebody outside of the box? That can be really beneficial. But it's an age-old saying. It only takes one bad apple to ruin a bunch. And that's why I think you see so often coaches hire guys they know, because coaching is stressful enough.
Yeah.
Having a personality, you don't know how they're going to react a day after a loss or even a day after a win.
Right.
It is something that it could ruin an entire program.
Definitely. It's a comfort zone, like you said. I mean, you want an efficient running machine. It doesn't have to be the fastest running. Doesn't have to, use the least amount of gas or resources. You want it to be efficient. Get as far a distance on each, drop of energy that you have. Put into that.
I don't know if there's a better segue to talk about Ed Foley and what he's been doing than what you just said, because energy and drops of gas is everything he's running off of these days. 57 different high schools at this point. And was asked if he'd like it to make it to everyone. He said, absolutely, that's the goal. He goes, I don't think I can do that all in 1 year. It's going to get really busy here in about 2 months for him, coaching special teams. But the first question he was asked about is what he had to eat. And the one thing that I think is the most surprising to me about this staff is how much they understand the culture of Nebraska. Listen, we like our football, we like our fullbacks, we like our food. And Matt Rule with his emoji tweets, Ed Foley with sharing what he's eating out on the road in small town Nebraska, or whether or not they're down at Stella's or whatever it may be. By the way, just full disclosure, I'm a Dinkers guy. It is what it is. But it just feels like what we're getting out of this staff it feels like they've been here for 20 years mentality is what we should have got out of the last one. And I don't want to keep harping on that, but it's so head scratching how somebody that's been here for 89 days gets it. I don't know who they've been, and maybe it's another Trev Alberts thing. I don't know who they've been talking to, but the information they're getting and how they should be relaying stuff to fans, they're hitting it out of the park every day.
I think with the experience and as well as once again, because he's surrounded with people that he's known for years.
Mhm.
It's given him extra comfort to be open-minded.
Right.
I don't feel like the last coaching staff was open-minded. Like you always bring up the opening press conference for Frost, how he said, well, I hope the Big Ten can adjust to us.
Yeah.
It's like you need to be open-minded and think, okay, well, what if I don't have this all figured out for this conference?
Listen, I know that's become a punchline, but I think Scott is a smart enough guy that he knew he needed to say something to win the press conference. And he openly, in that press conference, openly admitted his biggest fear of the job was sitting in those chairs talking to the media. And I think is he a little cocky and arrogant? Obviously. But I honestly think that statement was predetermined. I think he knew at some point he was going to drop that line because it is important. Whether you want to admit it or not, a coach stepping up in front of a podium and completely messing the bed in front of the entire state and for the school and the kids he's about to coach is a really bad look.
Yeah.
So having that little something,
I mean,
it is important.
at least it was, in my mind, that's kind of like a coin flip because, well, maybe unless it was just like middling success, which it was not.
Yeah.
But you kind of throw up that die of, okay, he said that thing. And now we think, oh, if he knocks it out of the park like we had hoped, then it's just like, yeah, man, he walked up,
Called a shot.
slammed it on the table.
Here's the thing, though. Do you know one person that wasn't absolutely ecstatic about that comment when he made it? Like we're making these comments and throw, and I know we kind of done it for the last 10 minutes here, but we're throwing dirt on him in hindsight.
Right.
There wasn't one person.
Not fair.
There wasn't one person that planned on attending a game at Memorial Stadium that fall that wasn't ecstatic about that.
Yeah, no, we were.
That UCF USF game, the war on I-4 that year after Nebraska had lost to Iowa again. I thought Nebraska just won a conference championship. That's how excited I was.
Reese Davis had the funniest comment. They were previewing that game on game day the following day, and they got through the whole spiel, and he goes, in completely irrelevant news, Nebraska lost to Iowa again yesterday and then went to commercial break. Hey, speaking of commercial break, we got one coming up for you. We're going to talk about the NBA, the LeBron situation, replay in basketball, and a whole lot more when we come back. If you missed that segment, check it out, SoundCloud.com/After Hours 1620 is brought to you by our friends at Caddyshack Bar and Grill. It is a Wing Tuesday. Head out to After Hours 1620 on Twitter. Retweet the GIF of our wings. We're going to get you into a drawing to win a $25 gift card out to Caddyshack Bar and Grill tonight. Special guest coming up on the show in a little bit that wasn't planned to be here. We'll tell you who when we come back here on 1620 The Zone. Hey everyone, Jimmy Allen here for our friends at the Strike Zone Omaha. It is 17 degrees outside. Too cold to be out in the diamond. Get inside and work on all skills from hitting, pitching, even field work with the guys at the Strike Zone Omaha. Have Jill and the team get the player in your life ready for the next level, whatever that may be, with training classes in February at the Strike Zone. Check out StrikeZoneOmaha.com to register today.
Your Omaha area forecast from the Godfather's Pizza Weather Center and KETV News Watch 7 on 1620 The Zone.
Mostly clear and cold tonight. Low temperatures dropping back to near 12. It'll be a chilly start on Wednesday, but sunny skies, a little bit of a southwest breeze. Highs should reach the mid and upper 30s. I am Chief Meteorologist Bill Ranby from KETV News Watch 7.
When you think Caddyshack, you think about an unforgettable dining experience. Stop in for Meatloaf Monday for just $10.95. Tuesdays are all about the happy with dollar drinks during all-day happy hour. Celebrate a Wing Wednesday with After Hours. Thursday is Spaghetti Night for $10.95 a plate. Or grab some lunch on Fridays with the $12.95 hot beef sandwich. Caddyshack. 2 great locations off of 117th and Blondo and 180th and Harrison. The official watering hole of After Hours on 1620 The Zone.
ASAP for service, ASAP.
If that refrigerator is leaking all over the floor, or maybe that dryer isn't drying your clothes, get your appliances fixed ASAP. Call ASAP Appliance and Plumbing at 402-706-9931. If you need your drain snaked, call ASAP. ASAP Plumbing and Appliance. Family owned and fixing your problems as soon as possible since 2007.
ASAP for service, ASAP.
Do you need a customized online marketing plan and creative campaigns to help scale your business and achieve goals in 2023? Pixel Fire Marketing can not only help you achieve those goals, but we will help you crush them this year. Pixel Fire Marketing lives and breathes digital marketing. Pixel Fire Marketing has experts in strategic content creation, social media marketing, and website development. Check out Pixel Fire Marketing today and attack marketing in 2023.
Every year, MVP for Life, with the help of the Strike Zone, runs a collegiate summer baseball league called the Corn Belt League. About 30% of the players come from out of the area, and you can help them along their quest to further their game and perhaps play professional ball just by opening your home. The Corn Belt League in Omaha and Council Bluffs is looking for generous families willing to open their homes to their players for the 2023 season. If you think your home could be a good fit, go to cornbeltleague.com now for more information.
Are you tired of suffering with that lower back, knee, or shoulder? Are the cortisone shots not lasting as long as they used to? Pain West is the premier pain management clinic in the Omaha area, bringing the best of all treatments into one facility for the most state-of-the-art, effective, and personalized care. Call 402-505-7989 to set up a complimentary consultation today, or visit us at painwest.com to see how we can help you live pain-free today.
Going Vertical Basketball Academy is the premier sports performance training facility in the Midwest. Working with athletes as young as kindergarten all the way to college and the pros, GVBA offers a variety of packages from individual workouts to group sessions. They also offer elite-level sports performance training for athletes of all sports. Check out the Academy at 10700 Sapp Brothers Drive in Omaha or at goingverticalomaha.com. That's goingverticalomaha.com. Smart Water and Hy-Vee are teaming up to donate bikes to the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands. Smart Water and Hy-Vee will be donating 14 bikes to the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands, and you can help. Head to any participating Omaha or Council Bluffs Hy-Vee January 25th through February 1st to buy Smart Water. Get a 6-pack of 1-liter Smart Water bottles for just $10.99 and help the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands. Smart Water and Coca-Cola are proud supporters of the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands and After Hours on 1620 The Zone.
Duck Defense Midwest makes your home healthier and improves the life of your HVAC system. So improve the health of your home and everyone in it. Go to cleanairradio.com for a special duct cleaning offer for Zone listeners. That's cleanairradio.com.
Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
I got no reason for the things I figure, the things that plague me when
I know I didn't just see that. David Carr is on the NFL Network right now.
Say that, David.
Handsome guy.
Did they really have the audacity to put that he's a Super Bowl champion? Like, I get it. He was there. I don't know if I'm taking credit for being a third-string quarterback on a Super Bowl team on my bio. Just throw it.
Terod Taylor has a ring.
Cool. Don't put that up on his bio on his bio. On
Do you know
NFL
which one it
Network.
was?
He won it with Tyrod Taylor. He won it with the Rams, right? When they won. No, he wasn't with.
No.
Where do you get his ring?
2013 Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot he was the backup on that team.
Started a couple games that season.
Then he went out and got his lung punctured in L.A. This is the After Hours. Didn't he?
How many teams has he played for? He's
All of
played
them.
for the Bills,
The Chargers, the Ravens.
He was drafted by
It was Ravens, then Bills, then Chargers.
the Ravens. Anyway, we
believe
don't.
so.
I don't want it to ruin the show. I'm just
Sorry, my
Well,
my ADD.
Journeyman. When you look up Journeyman,
Welcome into the Tyrod Taylor fan club show. All Tyrod Taylor talk. All
listen,
all the time.
man, if you get stabbed,
I
by
can't
it-
remember who he was drafted by. It's
I
been
think it
so
was the
long.
Ravens.
Was it the Ravens?
I'm pretty sure.
I believe so.
I know it was him and Matt Ryan in the same draft.
Was he Virginia Tech?
Yes.
Yes.
He beat.
Okie
he beat.
high.
He beat Nebraska.
No,
Not a
Yeah.
fan.
I saw him and Matt Ryan in the ACC championship game live at
He's played for the Ravens, the Bills, the Browns, the Chargers, the Texans, and the Giants.
Yeah.
I was thinking when I said the Rams, I was thinking that he was in the wrong LA team.
I wonder what the record is for most teams played for in a career.
It's got to be Vinny Testaverde, right?
Yeah, you right.
Hey, we're brought to you by Pain West, their one-stop pain management clinic for all your pain needs. If you have an old sports injury that hasn't healed up the way it's supposed to, or maybe you just have a pain, you need to figure out what's causing it, call 402-505-7989. Schedule a complimentary consultation today. We haven't talked about this yet.
Wrong. It's McCown.
Is it really?
Luke?
That also
No, Joshua.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cardinals, Lions, Raiders, Panthers, Niners, Bears, Buccaneers, Browns, Jets.
Let's talk
Eagles.
about this. Well, you know what? All
I'm
right.
sorry.
We'll get to the LeBron stuff later because we're way too far into the weeds
Oh,
in this
no.
situation now. If you had, because it's one thing to be the most,
And the Bears.
right? Josh McCown, Vinny Testaverde's of the world.
McCown was a Bear. For
Oh,
a minute.
Vinny's third?
Who's second?
You could probably pretty easily guess. Very recent.
Long-term backup guy? It's obviously not Dan Orlovsky.
Long-term journeyman.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was like recent. It's got to be easy. That might answer my question though. Who's the best long-term
journeyman?
if you need a guy
Did we have this argument one time? I think
we
we
did our
did.
top 5 journeyman, but there's a difference between the guys you like, the guys you know, and the guy you need to win a football game. If you need, obviously very topical, the 49ers literally didn't have a quarterback at the end of the NFC championship game. If you need one guy that was never the guy to win you a game, who are you going with?
Well, or hold on. What do we classify as a journeyman? How many teams do you have to play
Three
for
or,
before
three
you're
or fewer. 3 or more, I mean. Excuse
Three
me.
or more?
Oh.
Who'd you have in mind? Because I feel like you asked that question with somebody in mind.
Kurt Warner.
Okay. Is Cam Newton a journeyman quarterback?
No.
No, just 2.
I know, but he could.
He
could very easily
He's a
been
guy
three.
that played past his expiration.
Do you count it as
date,
2 because he
as
went
far
back
as-
to
as a
Carolina? He
quarter-
technically went back to
expiration
Carolina.
Okay, okay,
playing
like,
quarterback.
I don't know. I think the Patriots was grasping at straws, and
Very
then
much
Carolina was really grasping at straws. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, Kurt.
See,
Warner's
and I don't
my
even know if
number
I
one.
count Kurt Warner as a journeyman quarterback either, because he literally was at New York to be there to hold a spot till Eli Manning was ready,
Good job, Kurt.
and then went to Arizona and almost won a Super Bowl. Probably
It wasn't.
should have.
Kerry Collins? Wasn't Kerry Collins still a
No.
Giant when he was
they
there?
they brought Kurt Warner
replace
in
him?
to be the gatekeeper to Eli Manning, and it went horribly. And people thought Kurt Warner's career was over.
How about Jimmy G?
So he's only played for two teams.
Well,
He's
he's
only-
about to be on a third.
but he's only started for one though. Because I mean, if we're talking about it that way, Brett Favre is technically a journeyman quarterback because he got drafted by Atlanta,
Yeah.
ended up in Green Bay.
Yeah. Hey man,
You actually don't have to get.
journeyman.
You don't have to get too far to find your first non-quarterback.
LeBron is a journeyman.
Is he? He is, isn't he?
Ooh. Yeah.
Chasing rings.
Never-
LeBron's more like a merchant.
Mercenary.
Can
Yeah.
I make
For-
a,
for
can, I,
pay.
can I make a comparison?
Please. Sure.
I think LeBron James is Russell Wilson. I don't think they're like. I don't think either one of them are that well liked by their teammates.
Oh, you mean just like personality?
yeah.
wise?
Not. I mean,
Like
not
the way they
not
both-
the way they play, but I mean, I
The
just
way they
think-
both try to be funny.
if LeBron is even anything less than the best player on the planet, he's talked about in a different
I
light.
don't disagree. Or excuse me, I actually disagree because
He's needed by people, and that's the only reason people talk about him. in the highlights.
LeBron cares what people think about him. I don't think Russell cares what people think about him.
Clearly.
I
No.
legitimately don't.
No. I don't think Russell Wilson has enough self-awareness to realize that people don't like him.
I don't think there was enough bullying
I really don't. Hey,
to make
we
him
got
stop
we got to
doing
get to
that.
we got to get to Brian Munson. Also, Renee Saunders, the head coach at Omaha Scott Volleyball, is going to join us in studio as well. If you missed that random,
By the
segment-
way, first one that's not a QB, Brandon Marshall.
Oh, nice. There you go. If you missed that segment, check it out. SoundCloud.com/afterhours1620. It was brought to you by 402 Barbecue. Stop by 3027 South 84th Street, Monday through Saturday from 11 to 6. Try mine and Rob's personal favorite. It's the Cadillac sandwich. It's brisket. It's pork. It's topped off with their world famous smoked mac and cheese. Make sure you mention the Kelly team. You heard about them on After Hours. They're going to throw in a free soda with a purchase and the mention of our show. It's 402 Barbecue, 3027 South 84th Street. Stop by tomorrow and grab lunch. We'll be right back. Brian Munson here on 1620 The Zone.
Hey everyone, Rob Love here for Pyramid Roofing. Does it get a little drafty in your house? Is your roof leaking? Why wait until spring? Let the number one roofer in Omaha come take care of your roof, windows, gutters, or siding. They do it all. Call Pyramid Roofing at 402-502-9300 or check out pyramidroof.com to book a free estimate today.
ASAP for service, ASAP.
If that refrigerator is leaking all over the floor, or maybe that dryer isn't drying your clothes, get your appliances fixed ASAP. Call ASAP Appliance and Plumbing at 402-706-9931. If you need your drain snaked, call ASAP. ASAP Plumbing and Appliance. Family owned and fixing your problems as soon as possible since 2007.
ASAP for service, ASAP.
What's better than smoked meats? Smoked meats and sweet treats. Get the 402 barbecue truck to come to your event or stop by 402 Barbecue's drive-thru at 84th and Spring today. Try Rob and Jimmy's favorite. It's the Cadillac. It's brisket and pork topped off with their world-famous smoked mac and cheese. Choose between one of their 6 handmade sauces to pair up with your favorite sandwich. Mention After Hours and the 402 Barbecue team will throw in a free soda with purchase.
Do you enjoy working outside? Do you like getting your hands dirty but just haven't found the career for you? Come work with the finest deck building company in Omaha. Forsman's Finest Decks is looking for experienced and new carpenters. With competitive wages in a field where you can master your craft, Forsman is the best place for a construction specialist to get a fresh start. Call today at 402-504-2751 or email info@forsmansfinest.com to set up an interview today.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
Are you tired of suffering with that lower back, knee, or shoulder? Are the cortisone shots not lasting as long as they used to? Pain West is the premier pain management clinic in the Omaha area, bringing the best of all treatments into one facility for the most state-of-the-art, effective, and personalized care. Call 402-505-7989 to set up a complimentary consultation today, or visit us at painwest.com to see how we can help you live pain-free today.
Going Vertical Basketball Academy is the premier sports performance training facility in the Midwest. Working with athletes as young as kindergarten all the way to college and the pros, GVBA offers a variety of packages from individual workouts to group sessions. They also offer elite-level sports performance training for athletes of all sports. Check out the Academy at 10700 Sapp Brothers Drive in Omaha or at goingverticalomaha.com. That's goingverticalomaha.com. Smart Water and Hy-Vee are teaming up to donate bikes to the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands. Smart Water and Hy-Vee will be donating 14 bikes to the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands, and you can help. Head to any participating Omaha or Council Bluffs Hy-Vee January 25th through February 1st to buy Smart Water. Get a 6-pack of 1-liter Smart Water bottles for just $10.99 and help the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands. Smart Water and Coca-Cola are proud supporters of the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands and After Hours on 1620 The Zone.
At Baker's, no matter where you order free pickup, you get the same great deals as you get in store. So you can save when you order during band practice or at the dog park or wherever. Start your cart with the Baker's app and save from wherever today. Baker's, fresh for everyone. $35 order minimum. Restrictions may apply. Subject to availability.
Save more on natural and organic items. Just clip your digital coupons on our app and use them up to 5 times in one transaction with your card. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
Mini bowling, what is it? It's Bob and Willie's Wonder Bowl. That's what is it. Bob and Willie's Wonder Bowl is half the size, but twice the fun of regular bowling. Smaller balls and shorter lanes means it's easier to play. Enjoy craft cocktails, beer pitcher specials, arcade games. From the kitchen, there's tavern-style pizza, fries, and wings, too. Plan your next party with mini bowling. Great for team building, birthdays, graduations, holiday parties, and more. Bob and Willie's Wonder Bowl, 38th and Bottom in Omaha, and coming soon to Lincoln. Click wonderbowling.com.
You're listening to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
$6:33 on a Tuesday night. I forget what day it is. My days just run together these days. It's Tuesday here on 1620 The Zone. We're brought to you by Pain West. They're your one-stop pain management clinic. Maybe chronic headaches. Maybe you had a knee replacement recently. Something like that. You're just dealing with a ton of pain. They can help with all of that. Give them a call tonight at 402-505-7989 to schedule a complimentary consultation. Listen, our love can absolutely be bought. And if you just show up with T-shirts at our station to give to us that we asked for 4 months ago, no shade. Oh, okay, whatever. All right, 2 months ago. Coach Renee Saunders from Omaha Scott, the volleyball coach, joins us in studio tonight. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm a woman of my word.
You very much are. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you're one of the other slacker coaches that have promised us gear and haven't been delivered, we can absolutely still take those from you at 5011 Capitol Avenue. We'll let you come on the radio. Hey, you guys have a ton of stuff going on at volleyball, and you guys have camps coming up in the spring. What do you guys have going on in the next couple months?
Well, hopefully we'll kick off our fundamentals in March, and that's for like the kindergarten through like third grade, kind of their first little touches on the ball. And then June hits, and we had camp season pretty heavy end of May, June, and then we're done by.
Is all that done? Because you guys have a couple different locations you do it at, right? It's not all just at the high school.
All the Scott camps are at Scott.
Oh,
Yep.
are they?
And then
Okay.
I travel and do camps for other schools, but all of our like skills clinic camps, all skills camps, kindergarten through high school are all at Scott. Yep.
You guys are replacing some talent this year, obviously. At a school like Scott, there's turnover all the time, registration changes and stuff like that. How do you deal with that in months like February and March? Is that something you address now, or is that just happens at the school?
I honestly don't even think about it until June 1 hits or May 30th this year when we have our high school camp. That'll be the first time where I'm actually like looking at the kids that are going to be in the program. So I don't worry about it a whole lot till then.
Is there anybody that's coming back for sure that you're excited about?
I'm excited about all my returners.
That's the right answer.
We've got a great group of kids at the, even like the JV team, reserve team, freshman team. We had an awesome program last year, just a really successful program. So I'm excited to see how they improve through this club season and then show up for camp in June.
We're a couple years, I guess, about a year and a half removed from COVID being at its peak. Is there anything that you took from that time period till now that you're using that you didn't maybe have beforehand?
Not really. I mean, there were some things we did different that I think kind of split our program up, and I kind of miss doing more things together. So we've kind of brought things together a little bit more, but no, I'm glad we're past it.
Yeah, me too. I don't think anybody's like, what I miss?
No.
The pandemic.
Nobody is.
I'm glad we were able to have a season,
Sure.
that year. I mean, there's a lot of things to be thankful for, but I'm definitely put it in the rearview mirror.
You don't miss Zoom practices?
I've heard crazy stories about people in other states and things that happen there that I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like I was in the gym with my kids. It was great, but not everybody was as lucky as we were.
Right. Off season, do you come up with a plan for your kids, and you just kind of let them lead each other, or are you? There's rules, right? You can only have so many hands-on days or whatever. How do you handle the off season? How do they prepare before they can you can actually interact with them?
That's what I mean. I turn them over to the clubs.
Okay.
A lot of them are playing some sort of club ball for somebody.
Yep.
I trust them to keep their best interests in mind and do the best with them that they can. And the kids know when we do our exit interviews, we have a little conversation about what they need to work on, what they need to get better at. Then hopefully they have a focus and a little bit more purpose during their club season. But honestly, from end of November, state championship, last week of turning stuff in and all that kind of stuff, exit interviews, I don't have really anything to do with those kids unless they come into my office or come visit me or,
It helps that you're in the school, though. I mean,
it does
having a connection. And
it does.
Kind of the opposite end of that spectrum, though, is the next level. In obviously you've had girls that have gone to Nebraska and Arizona State and all over the country, but locally, we've been interviewing all the high school basketball coaches recently, and names like Concordia and Bellevue University and things like that have been coming up. What is the relationship with? Obviously, Nebraska and Creighton right now are two perennial top 25 teams, and they're hitting on all cylinders. Both have very high level coaching. What's the relationship with the NAIA level coaches and schools around the area, like Doane or Wayne State or Bellevue University?
Concordia. I mean, all those schools, Bellevue University. I think all the coaches in those schools are fantastic coaches, and the level of volleyball they're playing at, like Midland, Concordia, College of St. Mary's, all these College of St. Mary's we left out. That's another top 20 volleyball program.
Yeah.
They're all doing great things and they all have great players. Like I went to a couple games. I have a kid at College of St. Mary's and I went and watched them play Midland, not this last season, the season before. And it was like high level quality volleyball.
Yeah.
The biggest difference is you don't have any 6'9" kids.
Right.
Like, I mean, that's
Which almost makes it a little more enjoyable, right?
a little bit longer rallies, a little bit, more exciting in certain ways. I just think that the level of volleyball in this state is phenomenal. I think that's a tribute to like a lot of the club coaches, the high school coaches, and the ability they can watch all these great players play.
That's true.
Like they're learning by watching. Yeah, there's more access.
We were having that discussion yesterday about different sports. How much do you think it is that it seems to be a concentrated effort with places like the Mark, and I'm trying to think of other places that have indoor volleyball courts to make courts available 24 hours, 7 days a week, all year round. Is that something that you think is improving the skill? Is that we actually have places that are focusing on the sport all year round?
I think access to the game in general, like if some kids came up to me and they're like, "Hey, Saunders, can we have an open gym?" Obviously, it's basketball season, a little bit harder to get a high school gym during basketball season. But these giant facilities, UBT, the Mark, TVA, I'm going to leave out some, but there's
Going Vertical Omaha.
Did you need to throw that plug in?
Great sponsor of the show.
But there's access to all these courts, and so, I mean, same with like the basketball side of it. There's access to these kids can play all the time if they want.
Renee Saunders, the head coach at Omaha Skutt, joining us here on After Hours. If you never coached a game again, what's your favorite moment from your career so far?
Oh man, favorite moment.
Other than being on this radio show, obviously.
Well, I mean,
clearly number one. We'll take the number
the
two.
clear second.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. It would have to be between the semifinal match against Waverly 2 years ago and the finals against Elkhorn North this year. The semifinal match being down 0-2, coming back and winning in 5 and being down like 11-8 in the 5th. That might have been the most memorable moment as a player or coach.
Wow.
I'd say my most memorable moment as a player back at Nebraska, we played Penn State in the regional finals, and it was the year after we won the national championship, and we came back and won. We were down like 12-8 in the 5th, came back and win like 2018, and this Coliseum was just boom loud. It was awesome.
Sure.
So between those two matches as a player and coach would probably be my top 2 moments.
Having had experience at the top, obviously, but also experiencing some adversity to get there and maintain that status, what have you learned about just the art of coaching and how to work with young minds like that to get them to perform at their best and keep them at their best? What have you learned about that process?
It's never the same. I was reading a book. I think it was gosh dang it, I'm gonna forget it now. Bill Walsh, Scoreboard Takes Care of Itself. I think is what it's called.
Yep.
And he has a quote in there. He's like, "Mastery requires endless remastery," and that's what coaching is. I mean, you literally are like, you think you have it right. You can't do the same thing the next year. It doesn't work. If you do it the same way, you're not going to get the same results.
Which is why we see so many coaches have success and then maybe not be able to duplicate it.
I really think it's the matter of like looking at the kids you have, knowing that they're different from the team before. Because it would be really easy for me to just look at my practice plans and redo them.
Right.
But my plans for last year's team probably aren't going to be the same for next year's team because they have different needs. The way that I coached last year's team might be different from next year's team or the year before because the kids are different. And even if you only have 1 or 2 new players, that can totally change the dynamic. So you have to keep all those things in mind.
Speaking of things that have changed, obviously since you've been there, the Devaney Center has a much different look to it. When you're an alumni and you've had the level of success you had while you're at Nebraska and things like that change, and obviously that's for the better. I mean, they completely revamped that. That is where volleyball lives now. What does that feel like as someone that played at the school to see the changes and the efforts being put into that program?
I was just telling someone how I've learned to love the Bob. I think it's a beautiful volleyball venue, but when I remember
because it didn't used to be.
When I remember it, we were running stairs. Coach Sandifer was kicking balls in the bleachers. I mean, it was very different. There were wrestlers running during our practice, puking on the stairs. All these different things. And now it is an
had to have high knees.
Oh yeah, they dropped the walls closer, so the stairs don't go with high now. So if they ever have to run those stairs, they never really run all the way to the top. But
remember that, Lindsay Krause.
Yeah, Linda better remember that. She would never have to run the stairs. But it's just a beautiful volleyball venue, and I love that Nebraska puts so much money into their facilities and their athletes in general.
There's a nice
not
one going
just
out.
football.
There's a nice one going next to the football stadium here real soon.
But they spoil everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and I think these kids have to realize it's really a true privilege to be able to play.
Yeah, there's so much talk about what they're going to do with Haymarket and getting Coach Bolt a nice facility down there. That's going to be interesting too. Well, thank you very much for the shirts. Thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely.
Well,
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Don't speed when you on your way to Scott.
Got to go out watch a little basketball now.
That's Coach Renee Saunders, the head volleyball coach over at Omaha. Scott, if you missed her segment, check it out tonight at soundcloud.com/afterhours1620. Maybe you have a volleyball player in your life that could benefit from getting out of the cold weather and into the gym. Head over to Going Vertical Omaha. They're the premier training facility for basketball, volleyball. If you have an athlete in your life that just needs some workout time and work on their explosiveness and their all-around talent, check out the academy at 10700 Sapp Brothers Drive here in Omaha and sign up for Going Vertical Omaha today. We'll be right back. This time, Brian Munson will be with us, the recruiting coordinator from Husker Online, when we come back here on 1620 Zone.
Dex.
Do you need a customized
Warm temperatures are right around the corner, and if your house suffers from naked house syndrome, dress it up. Let the finest deck builders in Omaha come build you a deck, put a cover on it, and add that something that your house has been missing. Head over to forsmansfinest.com and book your dream deck to be built this summer. Forsman's Finest Decks, building the finest decks in Omaha.
online marketing plan and creative campaigns to help scale your business and achieve goals in 2023? Pixel Fire Marketing can not only help you achieve those goals, but we will help you crush them this year. Pixel Fire Marketing lives and breathes digital marketing. Pixel Fire Marketing has experts in strategic content creation, social media marketing, and website development. Check out Pixel Fire Marketing today and attack marketing in 2023.
What's better than smoked meats? Smoked meats and sweet treats. Get the 402 barbecue truck to come to your event or stop by 402 Barbecue's drive-thru at 84th and Spring today. Try Rob and Jimmy's favorite. It's the Cadillac. It's brisket and pork topped off with their world-famous smoked mac and cheese. Choose between one of their 6 handmade sauces to pair up with your favorite sandwich. Mention After Hours and the 402 Barbecue team will throw in a free soda with purchase.
Sure, it's cold out now, but late nights out on the patio are just around the corner. Why settle for good enough when you can have the finer things? Forsman's Finest Decks can build you a custom deck that fits your family's needs, entertain your guests, and put that extra something on your house. Already have a deck? Does it have a cover? The Forsman's crew can help with that as well. Help them help you have the finest deck in Omaha. Go to forsmansfinest.com to book an appointment today.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
Every year, MVP for Life, with the help of the Strike Zone, runs a collegiate summer baseball league called the Corn Belt League. About 30% of the players come from out of the area, and you can help them along their quest to further their game and perhaps play professional ball just by opening your home. The Corn Belt League in Omaha and Council Bluffs is looking for generous families willing to open their homes to their players for the 2023 season. If you think your home could be a good fit, go to cornbeltleague.com now for more information.
Going Vertical Basketball Academy is the premier sports performance training facility in the Midwest. Working with athletes as young as kindergarten all the way to college and the pros, GVBA offers a variety of packages from individual workouts to group sessions. They also offer elite-level sports performance training for athletes of all sports. Check out the academy at 10700 Sapp Brothers Drive in Omaha or at goingverticalomaha.com. That's goingverticalomaha.com.
Are you tired of suffering with that lower back, knee, or shoulder? Are the cortisone shots not lasting as long as they used to? Pain West is the premier pain management clinic in the Omaha area, bringing the best of all treatments into one facility for the most state-of-the-art, effective, and personalized care. Call 402-505-7989 to set up a complimentary consultation today, or visit us at painwest.com to see how we can help you live pain-free today.
From sales to service, The Woodhouse team provides insights and solutions to get you on the road faster and keep you on it. And if you're looking for the extras like accessories, extended warranties, or service contracts, they've got those also. Plus, they'll tailor the experience to you, from shopping and buying at home or the more traditional route at one of the 18 conveniently located dealerships, bringing you more every time. Shop with Woodhouse.
Your Creighton Blue Jays women's basketball welcomes the DePaul Blue Demons to DJ Sokol Arena for a Big East matchup Wednesday night. It's Creighton women's basketball versus DePaul, Wednesday night at 6 p.m. on 1180 The Zone.
You're listening to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
Nebraska football team. That's Brian Munson, man. Calling crews around the land. That's Brian Munson, man. Working hard for the Callahan. Nebraska football team. Nebraska football team. He's riding day and night. Work on JUCO, that's all right. Transfer portal, no control. Just click the article. Nebraska football team.
Chance Oliver singing the man into the show.
Your star, Chance.
Brian Munson joins us from Husker Online and On 3 here on After Hours. B-Munts, sorry, we had a high school volleyball coach show up that we weren't expecting, and she had some stuff she had to say, so we had her on. So we apologize and appreciate you being flexible.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. We're just sitting down here freezing in the cold. We got our inch worth of snow, and now everybody's dreading the possible power outages.
Hunker down.
We are hunkering. I live on a hospital grid, so my power is very stable over here.
What's the current temperature in Dallas?
I think it's in the upper 20s. It's in the 20s someplace, but the like I said, inch of snow. There's some freezing rain underneath that too. The roads are pretty treacherous. There is no ability to remove frozen water substances down here in Dallas. It just has to kind of go away naturally.
We'll say a prayer for you, buddy. Hopefully you guys can survive when it's 85 next week. Hey,
I won't be here. I mean, that's like I head up for Nebraska on Friday.
Hey, it's supposed to be warmer here too, though. It's going to get up into the 40s. So
yeah,
bring some of that.
I'll be in Omaha on Friday.
Oh, like this week?
Saturday. Yep. Saturday.
Okay. All right. I was going to say, if it's this week, we can have you in studio if you have time, but Saturday won't work.
Yeah, Saturday's not going to work. But we got a little local Omaha road show with all the local high schools on Saturday.
Nice. So since last time, speaking of heating up, since last time we talked to you, Nebraska's landed two guys: wide receiver Demetrius Bell and defensive lineman Sua Lefutu, I believe it's pronounced.
Lefutu, yep.
Okay. Are the numbers on the defense and offensive line, the way they're building, is that refreshing to you?
It is. I mean, look, I still have offensive tackle as being like the biggest miss in the class. And it's so difficult to do just because the numbers are there. But the loss of Walter Rouse is just, it's such a severe blow to this class. I mean, Rouse in the class took so much pressure off that group in the spring. Because, you get Scott, you get Rouse, and then you have basically five bodies that were there, the season before. And you can just start plugging and playing guys. And you can just start figuring out where guys are going to fit. You can start building some chemistry. You start figuring out, like, which guys are capable of doing what, which guys aren't. But, I mean, you had at least those cogs, is what I will call them, at tackle and at center, and then you were stuck with, a couple of guards and the right tackle. And I just, not having that, and I know, that there's Hood obviously is coming in. Scott's obviously still part of the class. That was tough to get, but the defensive side of the football has kind of shored up nicely. There's some things there as things have kind of gone on a little bit, like Terrell Jackson and I said it wrong too. It's Lefoto. I think that they have done a great job getting some guys that need development but have a lot of great potential.
What do you make of Coach Ed Foley's in-state tour?
I think he did a terrific job. 75 schools, and I don't even know how many days. Lots of window time, but important time.
I like that.
It's necessary, for Coach Rule and his staff to connect with the high school coaches in the state of Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, gosh, what did we say when Coach Rule went over to Lincoln High School and saw Benny Nagoe the first day of like the evaluation period or contact period in December? I think it was the first time that a Nebraska coach had been in the Lincoln High School
in 11 years.
2 years?
11.
2 years?
It was 11 years. According to the tweet.
Yeah. It's been an incredible thing for them to get out and show everybody how important they are to the success of the program. It may not be that they all have scholarship players every single year. They're not even going to have a walk-on player every single year. But the year that they have that guy, they need to make sure that that player is known about by Nebraska. And they have to have a connection back to the school. And this is one of those ways to keep guys coming in for coaching clinics and so forth. And I think that it's a great way to develop, the relationships, obviously, with those coaches at those schools.
Everybody is offering him, but Nebraska extends a big-time offer today to 2024 rush end Elijah Rushing. What do we know about the 5-star recruit from Tucson, Arizona?
He knows a lot about Nebraska. I talked to him earlier today. His grandfather and father were both in the Air Force. They both spent time at Offutt in Omaha, and actually had gone to many different Nebraska football games. His dad actually played for Florida from 1990 to 1993, so he wasn't part of the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
Lucky for
but
him.
He certainly knew a lot about Nebraska in the times that they were very successful. I think that Nebraska is in a pretty decent position with Rushing to potentially get him to Lincoln at some point later on and for a visit. So I think that was one of the most, that was just like one of those stories and one of those interviews today that I'm really looking forward to writing. I'm just trying to get through 3 and Out tomorrow, trying to get through signing day tomorrow. And then you're kind of looking at this dead period that lasts all the way like through the month of March. And, I think I've got like a dozen interviews out of these kids that they've offered over the last, 2.5 weeks. And I've got all the getting to knows, for all the early enrollers that I haven't even written yet. And we've just been kind of holding on to them. So yeah, that was an incredible story today to get that kind of information. But yeah, he knows a lot about Nebraska, and Nebraska certainly is interested in him.
Aurora, Colorado's own DeAndre Barnes, corner, is getting some love from Nebraska, but it sounds like they may have a little bit more interest in him playing wide receiver. What do we know about that situation?
Yeah, it's interesting how that kind of came to be, and I don't know how much of the Jeremiah Charles scenario the timing in there gets kind of lost for me. Because obviously, they bring up Jeremiah Charles from Arlington Martin, they get him to commit, and then they bring in Barnes the following week, and it turns out like initially, like when the coach out there at Regis Jesuit put the film on of Barnes, Nebraska, I think, was looking at him as a wide receiver. And then I think as kind of things have kind of played out a little bit, I think that the shift of the focus, really kind of came back to defensive back. And look, the downside is here, is that is very minimal. He's a very good player on both sides of the football. My personal opinion on Barnes is that his huddle tape is very kind of spliced and cut up oddly. I would have put my defensive highlights first, and I wouldn't have mixed and mingled them. He's a very confident player on both sides of the football. I think he's just a better player on the defensive side of the football. But this is the reigning 200 meter sprint champion in the state of Colorado. Ran a 21.49. He's a 10.7 ish 100 meter guy. So you're another track guy, of course, that Nebraska and Matt Rule are targeting to add to the class. He has, is going to decide tomorrow. He told me last night that he didn't think that he was even going to announce ahead of the ceremony, and the ceremony is like 7:00 in the evening tomorrow night. So there may be a press conference tomorrow that won't have either Demetrius Bell's name as part of the class or potentially DeAndre Barnes, just because Bell is going to push his signing off till Thursday because of weather in Tennessee. And then if Barnes, being at 8 Central, that story would be way past print because the signing day, press conference would be sometime in the afternoon.
Is there anybody that we haven't heard about that we're waiting for the announcement from tomorrow, maybe?
No, I think, you got Ishmael Smith Flores, you got Jeremiah, you got Sua. I think the only guy we haven't really talked about that'll be a little bit of a story tomorrow is Bo Sparks. He's a preferred walk-on out of El Paso, but originally from Lincoln, went to Southwest High School for a couple of years. He's it's a 2-time district, selection down there in El Paso. He's a 4.3 guy, very productive, almost comical the way that they had to kind of defend him in that district because he's got so much speed. I mean, those guys are bailing 15 yards when they're snapping the football. I mean, it's incredible because they just can't keep up with him at all. So he's got pretty elite speed himself, and obviously coming home is very attractive for him. So that may be the only real news thing outside of Barnes tomorrow that we'll be following.
That's Brian Munson. You can catch him at Husker Online, or you can follow him on Twitter at Brian Munson _. B Munson, we appreciate it. We'll see you Saturday.
All right, guys. Stay warm up there. I'll see you soon.
All right. If you missed that segment, check it out. SoundCloud.com/afterhours1620 is brought to you by Pixel Fire Marketing. If your company has a non-existent website, maybe you're not getting the traffic on social media that you like, check out pixelfiremarketing.com. Have their social media experts ignite your social media presence and entice your ideal client today. For more information, check out pixelfiremarketing.com. A lot of coaching moves in the NFL. We come back here on 1620 The Zone.
ASAP for service, ASAP.
If that refrigerator is leaking all over the floor, or maybe that dryer isn't drying your clothes, get your appliances fixed ASAP. Call ASAP Appliance and Plumbing at 402-706-9931. If you need your drain snaked, call ASAP. ASAP Plumbing and Appliance. Family owned and fixing your problems as soon as possible since 2007.
ASAP for service, ASAP.
Do you enjoy working outside? Do you like getting your hands dirty but just haven't found the career for you? Come work with the finest deck building company in Omaha. Forsman's Finest Decks is looking for experienced and new carpenters. With competitive wages in a field where you can master your craft, Forsman is the best place for a construction specialist to get a fresh start. Call today at 402-504-2751 or email info@forsmansfinest.com to set up an interview today.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
Every year, MVP for Life, with the help of the Strike Zone, runs a collegiate summer baseball league called the Corn Belt League. About 30% of the players come from out of the area, and you can help them along their quest to further their game and perhaps play professional ball just by opening your home. The Corn Belt League in Omaha and Council Bluffs is looking for generous families willing to open their homes to their players for the 2023 season. If you think your home could be a good fit, go to cornbeltleague.com now for more information.
Are you tired of suffering with that lower back, knee, or shoulder? Are the cortisone shots not lasting as long as they used to? Pain West is the premier pain management clinic in the Omaha area, bringing the best of all treatments into one facility for the most state-of-the-art, effective, and personalized care. Call 402-505-7989 to set up a complimentary consultation today, or visit us at painwest.com to see how we can help you live pain-free today.
News Talk 1290 Coil is your new home for Omaha Maverick hockey all season long. Don't miss a single puck drop, power play, barn burner, or any of the action this season. Your home for Maverick hockey, home and away, is News Talk 1290 Coil.
Stories Coffee Company is now open in Midtown Crossing and Gretna. Stories Coffee Company serves premium roasted coffee along with a full menu of teas, smoothies, breakfast, lunch, wine, local beer, and heavy appetizers. Stories Coffee Company. People love coffee.
Welcome to Digital Express. On the Fort Omaha campus of Metropolitan Community College, Digital Express is an inviting space for people to learn and interact with technology. It's a place where multiple generations can feel comfortable. A place where K-12 students can come for support and workshops. A place where families can connect, learn, and create. And a place to ask basic questions about technology and receive low-cost technology repairs. For more information, visit mccnev.edu/Digital Express.
Did you know that radon is the #1 cause of lung cancer for non-smokers and that our region has some of the highest levels in the country? Radon Defense Midwest can test and fix your home. Visit radonradio.com for an exclusive offer for 1620 The Zone listeners. That's radonradio.com.
Tickets for less. Best seats, best prices, no per-ticket fees. Ticketsforless.com. KOZ and Bellevue, Omaha, Council Bluffs. This is 1620 The Zone.
Top of the second hour inside the After Hours Lounge. Jimmy Allen, Rob Love, Chance Oliver live in studio with you tonight. It is time for Buy or Sell, where Chance Oliver rattles his peanut-sized brain and asks us some questions. Chance, what do you got for us?
First of all, I am at least a cashew.
Okay.
Anyway,
I just bought some pistachios.
Almond.
Love pistachios.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Are they the shelled ones or are they unshelled?
I'm dumb because I wanted the unshelled ones, but didn't look at the package where there's clearly shells covering the pistachio. But put a little extra effort.
Like a little work for your snack.
Thanks. Tastes better when you work for them.
We were talking about that, Rob. Like celery, how
it's gross.
Well, yeah, but
And
it has
awful.
like almost no calories
And
Zero
not good.
calories.
No wonder
Like
it
That and
sucks.
cucumber.
Like how much work on pistachios? Like how many calories do you burn? Like drilling into a pistachio shell.
I mean, they crack pretty easily.
That's
They're not
true.
crab. They're not crab legs. That's for sure.
I don't know. There's some where you gotta like really put your
Anything worth
fingers.
having is worth working for.
That's
God, I
true.
look like
Uh-huh.
I'll break crab legs all day long.
All right. Rest in peace, Joe's Crab
Buy
Shack.
on crab
Anyway,
legs.
Yeah, we're buying crab legs. What do you got for us, Chance?
too bad Joe's Crab Shack isn't around anymore.
There's one in Daytona Beach that's out on the pier, so you literally eat in the ocean. It's awesome.
Oh, sounds awesome.
throw the
Okay,
shells into
anyway,
the water.
Got to.
sorry, my ADD is popping off again. Boys,
Yeah.
San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator D'Amico Ryan is heading to Houston,
H-Town.
to be the Texans'
Stand up.
next head coach. Buy or sell this being a good move.
Houston.
This is not a good move.
Houston.
This
Houston.
is a great move. I think
He played for Texans. didn't
yes, he
For
did,
Texans,
and I
yeah.
think this is going to be a trend. I mean, look what Robert Saleh's been able to accomplish in his 2 years out in New York. Now, granted, it hasn't been great, but the beginning of the year, the beginning of the season was fantastic for the Jets, and then injuries piled up. I expect the Jets to take another step forward. I expect the Texans to take another step forward. The only thing I question is, I really think you could have used an offensive mind, because of how bad that offense is. But D'Amico Ryans is just a fantastic football coach, And I think he's going to hire people smart enough around him to get that offense fixed. That defense was pretty good under Lovie Smith. I think it takes even another step forward with a guy that's really evolving with the game and D'Amico Ryans.
Sell for exactly what you said. You got the number 2 pick. You're in. This is a good quarterback draft. You should have got an offensive guy to make that pick. Instead, D'Amico Ryan, great defensive coordinator. I have no doubt in my mind that he is a leader of men. He'll be a good head coach, but
it might take a little bit longer because
Lovie Smith is one of the best defensive minds still in this league.
Really
and
weird,
failed
really,
mightily.
Really weird that they moved on from a defensive guy to another defensive
exactly.
guy.
So I sell. I'm selling. I wish D'Amico the best. I hope he is successful.
Yeah,
but I just don't see it happening.
I thought he would have been a better fit in Denver.
Ooh.
Yeah, because they are a little bit more defensive minded in Denver.
And Chance.
Speaking of Denver, in the same boat, according to Adam Schefter, the Saints and the Broncos.
Not what that says.
That is definitely not. That one's on me, fellas.
Read much?
Freudian slip.
How about what? The Saints and the Broncos are finalizing a deal to bring Sean Payton to Denver. Buy or sell that Sean Payton can fix Russell Wilson.
Is he still under Saints' rights?
Yes,
really.
correct.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like when
he's a free agent.
Belichick traded a retired Gronk to Tampa.
Okay.
This is horrible.
Horrible?
Russell Wilson cannot be fixed. This situation cannot be fixed. Sean Payton, you should have stayed on television, brother. This is not going to be a good look for you.
Can I
You're out on Russ.
Whatever the next step after is on being out is where I'm in the parking lot. I'm not even out. I'm in the parking lot in the car on the way home.
Can I play?
Let's ride. I'm going home.
Can I play devil's associate here?
Absolute chance.
You're not wrong. Russell Wilson has been very strange in the last 2 years. But did you see how well he played after Hackett got fired?
Cool. I don't care.
It was so
sandbag.
That locker room, unless there's wholesale changes, which I don't think that's a good idea either.
Yeah.
It has quit on him. Nobody likes
And
him.
who will they not move out of there on Russell Wilson's behalf? Any of them.
Well, he's got
Any one of them other guys, other than Jerry Jeudy, can see their way out of there because you got a problem with Russell Wilson. They're going to side with him before they side with anybody
the
else.
biggest problems are on the defensive side of the ball, though.
True, but Sean Payton is going to side with him as well.
Which is the best part of the ball. What else you got, Chance?
Yeah.
Nebraska head football coach Matt Rule turned 48.
Football team.
Buy or sell it
In
being
my dreams.
Sorry, Chance. Go ahead. Repeat the question.
Nebraska head football coach Matthew Rule turned 48 yesterday.
Yes, he did.
Young man.
Buy or sell it being weird for grown men that don't know Coach Rule to tweet at him, "Happy birthday."
It's very weird. I'm buying. This is weird. Really?
You're weird.
I think it's weird to wish
Call your
anybody you don't
mom.
know a happy birthday. It's very strange to me. I'm out on the birthday song too. I don't know. I'm just all the way out.
Celebration. I buy.
Okay. You sell. You don't think it's weird.
Or I'm sorry,
Birthday
yes, I sell.
team.
Yeah, there you go. What else you got, Chance?
Christian
The
McCaffrey,
GOAT.
Saquon Barkley, Jared,
G-Hoff.
I believe that's actually pronounced Jeff, and Geno Smith are nominated for Comeback Player of the Year in the NFL. Buy or sell it being Geno's to lose.
I'm buying that, and here's why. Those other guys were around a year ago. Now, granted, Saquon coming back from an injury.
Like 10 injuries.
Christian coming back from Baker Mayfield. And then obviously Jared Goff coming back from having to learn a whole new system. I don't necessarily think Jared Goff is a comeback player. I just think that's the way. First
A revitalized
of all,
player.
First of all, it just
He's
took
had
another
good years.
Yeah, it just took another year to
And they were
in that
healthy.
system and stayed on the field.
Right.
And got rid of their starting
Geno
tight end.
was not a
Geno
starter.
Smith wasn't thought to be an NFL player. Like people were wondering why he was even a backup in some situations. So yeah,
You weren't even taking him on Madden.
I'm buying him as a comeback player.
Yeah, McCoy stuck
Same
around.
here.
Geno stuck around. It's good for those guys.
Cheesesteaks for everybody.
A Miami Hurricanes assistant coach stopped by Carlsbad.
There it is.
Carlsbad, California high school to recruit 5-star QB Julian Sayin, he had this to say. We are talking about Miami. It's not Tuscaloosa, where Saturdays and Sunday might be fun, but Tuesdays and Wednesdays in Miami is where it's at. Saying committed to Alabama shortly after this video is released. Might as well this being a good recruiting pitch.
Yeah, hey, you might like going to the NFL and winning national championships, but how about hanging out on South Beach on Tuesday mornings? This is horrible. This is an awful
You do not have to sell Miami, Florida, as far as just lifestyle.
Is that where we are, though? Where Miami football has fallen off so bad? Hey, Cisco shot a video on this beach one time.
Yeah.
It's called the Thong Song.
So the 2 Live Crew and Luther Campbell.
Evan Shapiro's probably in it.
Uncle Luke. Yeah, no, that's lame. What am I selling on this?
Yeah, you're
okay.
You're selling this being good.
Get somebody. Find a coach who's really about football at the U, please. For the good of college football.
Here's the other thing. You're in California selling weather.
Hey, buddy, no earthquakes in Florida.
Hey, you know how you got beaches here? We got beaches there too.
We do have hurricanes, though.
Who cares about national championships and playing in the NFL?
Well, you know, it makes me
crazy.
Is the last decent player from Miami that one running back that was around when they played Nebraska?
Miami, give Ed Reed a call.
Dukes. What was his first name?
Dukes
Jr. I can't remember his first name.
Duke.
The running back?
Duke.
Yeah.
With Cleveland, well, he was with Cleveland before Chubb and them guys.
Duke Johnson.
Duke Johnson.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
I couldn't remember if Duke was his
There we
first name
go.
or last name. Yeah.
I can't think of any big player from Miami lately.
Fred Gore just retired.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
his son is going to be in the league next year.
Yeah. Crazy. All the bloodlines that have come out of that school.
Fun fact
in the
about Duke
NFL.
Johnson: his first name's Randy, so he's actually Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson.
And he's a junior. That's hilarious.
Randy
I never knew
Watson.
that.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
We got to talk about LeBron James when we come back. If you missed this segment,
Lincoln
check it out at
Heights.
SoundCloud.com/afterhours1620. It's brought to you by Caddyshack Bar and Grill. You can stop by one of the 2 great locations, 117th and Blondo or 181st and Harrison. It's happy hour all day long. That's right, $1 off every drink in the entire bar. You can also grab a chicken club sandwich and fries for just $10.95. Caddyshack is the official watering hole of After Hours on 1620 The Zone. We're talking about the King, not Jerry Lawler. We come back here on 1620 The Zone.
Your Omaha area forecast from the Godfather's Pizza Weather Center and KETV News Watch 7 on 1620 The Zone.
Mostly clear and cold tonight. Low temperatures dropping back to near 12. It'll be a chilly start on Wednesday, but sunny skies, a little bit of a southwest breeze. Highs should reach the mid and upper 30s. I am Chief Meteorologist Bill Ranby from KETV News Watch 7.
When you think Caddyshack, you think about an unforgettable dining experience. Stop in for Meatloaf Monday for just $10.95. Tuesdays are all about the happy with dollar drinks during all-day happy hour. Celebrate a Wing Wednesday with After Hours. Thursday is Spaghetti Night for $10.95 a plate. Or grab some lunch on Fridays with the $12.95 hot beef sandwich. Caddyshack, 2 great locations off of 117th and Blondo and 180th and Harrison. The official watering hole of After Hours on 1620 The Zone.
ASAP for service, ASAP.
If that refrigerator is leaking all over the floor, or maybe that dryer isn't drying your clothes, get your appliances fixed ASAP. Call ASAP Appliance and Plumbing at 402-706-9931. If you need your drain snaked, call ASAP. ASAP Plumbing and Appliance. Family owned and fixing your problems as soon as possible since 2007.
ASAP for service, ASAP.
Smart Water and Hy-Vee are teaming up to donate bikes to the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands. Smart Water and Hy-Vee will be donating 14 bikes to the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands, and you can help. Head to any participating Omaha or Council Bluffs Hy-Vee January 25th through February 1st to buy Smart Water. Get a 6-pack of 1-liter Smart Water bottles for just $10.99 and help the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands. Smart Water and Coca-Cola are proud supporters of the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands and After Hours on 1620 The Zone.
What's better than smoked meats? smoked meats, and sweet treats. Get the 402 barbecue truck to come to your event or stop by 402 Barbecue's drive-thru at 84th and Spring today. Try Rob and Jimmy's favorite, it's the Cadillac. It's brisket and pork topped off with their world-famous smoked mac and cheese. Choose between one of their 6 handmade sauces to pair up with your favorite sandwich. Mention After Hours and the 402 Barbecue team will throw in a free soda with purchase.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
Are you tired of suffering with that lower back, knee, or shoulder? Are the cortisone shots not lasting as long as they used to? Pain West is the premier pain management clinic in the Omaha area, bringing the best of all treatments into one facility for the most state-of-the-art, effective, and personalized care. Call 402-505-7989 to set up a complimentary consultation today, or visit us at painwest.com to see how we can help you live pain-free today.
Going Vertical Basketball Academy is the premier sports performance training facility in the Midwest. Working with athletes as young as kindergarten all the way to college and the pros, GVBA offers a variety of packages from individual workouts to group sessions. They also offer elite-level sports performance training for athletes of all sports. Check out the Academy at 10700 Sapp Brothers Drive in Omaha or at goingverticalomaha.com. That's goingverticalomaha.com.
Attention sales professionals. NRG Media is looking for an accomplished business-to-business salesperson who wants to take their success and skills to a new level. Is this you? Our account executives work with local businesses to create marketing plans to help them get more customers. On air, digital, on-site, audio, video, it's all part of what you could sell. A sales career with NRG lets you make a real difference. Get more info and apply online at nrgmedia.com. NRG Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
I always think this is Where'd You Go by Fort Minor every time this comes on.
Oh, yeah. You meant to tell me.
Yeah. Doesn't it sound like the same?
Funky bass line.
Same exact intro?
It does sound like that.
Be better, M. Shinoda. Hey, this is the After Hours Lounge. We got to get to this because we
Listen,
got
man,
off topic last time.
His friend died, man.
We got off topic last time.
Leave
we started
him
talking
alone.
about this, so we're gonna stay on topic and
Okay.
focused here. We need to stay on topic. Guys.
Rest in peace, Chester.
LeBron James has a gripe with the NBA, and it seems pretty legit. I don't know if anybody caught
China enough.
the
Pretty legit.
quality joke chance.
Thank you. Thank you.
The end of the Celtics game, he got tomahawk chopped in the forearm when going up.
Are you now? You're apologizing. For
Hold
it.
on, no.
You do the
I
pass
saw the
interference.
play. That wasn't a karate chop or
He-
tomahawk chop.
He pulled his hand behind his head and
poor
hit him in the
guy.
forearm.
Okay, all right.
All right. Well,
All right.
okay, we can agree. Was it a foul?
Yes, it was a foul. Yes.
Wait, I
the-
think
the-
Shane used to have this crap. Hold on.
The 3 officials on the floor didn't seem to think so. They didn't blow the whistle. The game goes into overtime. LA loses.
In real time, though, I don't think he got enough of the hand because it was kind of like in the hand wrist region. And I don't know if if you could actually see that or if it looked like he got some of the ball.
But they added a third referee for this reason.
True.
Though. See, if we're talking still 2
Bad
officials on the field or on the court, sure. You've literally, as a company,
I
as
hear
an
you.
organization, added an official to make sure this does as bad. Listen,
Are you going to make it reviewable by instant replay?
I think that's where I'm going with this. I think that's the direction we're heading.
In the last 2 minutes of the game, maybe type situation.
I think you have to go a minute because
Okay.
basketball games and
Yeah, 2 minutes
with free
take
throws and
forever.
stuff, it's happening
That's
too
true.
much anyway.
Last minute of the game. I agree with that.
Did LeBron overreact with the falling to the floor and the crying and the dramatic?
On all fours? I was like, what are you doing?
Where are you
Get
jumping
up.
3 feet in the air.
This is why people
hate-
don't look at him
Yeah.
in the same light you look at MJ.
I'm the first one to raise my hand on that.
Kobe,
And-
for that matter.
And
Affirmative.
listen, I am not a Pat Bev fan. the going to get the camera out of the crowd thing may have been the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was.
Because, like,
it was funny.
The only person on the planet that didn't think that was a foul was wearing a black and white striped shirt. Or I guess a black and gray polo, whatever they wear. But the NBA has the 2-minute report that comes out where the league grades the officials.
Yeah.
The Lakers, in 5 of their last 15 games, according to the NBA's 2-minute reports, have calls that should have been called fouls that were not by officials that would have given them a win. That I think if it's getting to that point, and it's not like the Lakers are cruising out in first place. They're in like a heated battle.
They are
for
They
playoff
have an excellent
contention.
season.
And listen, LeBron dropped 41 in this game. 41, 9 rebounds and 8 assists. And here's, I don't know if it's the caveat, but maybe the end all be all. Listen, you got to win games. And maybe you, LeBron, didn't go to the rim hard enough, because even though you got fouled, you're the biggest thing on the court. Finish at the rim.
Dunk on everybody.
And you had an additional 5 minutes to win that game.
Yes. And that was my whole thing was just how he acted, completely immature, being on the floor.
That was too much.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, get up. You got overtime.
And nobody,
you're having an excellent game.
Nobody's feeling sorry for you.
Nobody. Let me ask you, what effect do you think him getting ready to pass Kareem in the all-time scoring list?
Oh, that's got to weigh on him heavily.
Do you think there are some referees that take exception to that?
No.
They're like, I'm going to make it a little tough for you, LeBron. I'm going to let him play against you. Like, for real. Like, I wonder, like, are there guys like, no, Kareem's the man.
You know what my knee-jerk reaction to that was, and I kind of felt gross.
It sounds crazy, right?
No. But like, I kind of hope that's a thing. and not like because it's anti-LeBron thing, but I think there's so much, like, listen, scoring.
Bet on LeBron scoring the under.
Scoring is way easier in the NBA than it ever was. But I mean, I think there's a lot of that chance. You giggling scares me. I think there's a lot of the old guard of the NBA that's still around. And
what is it going to take to get them to allow them to go back to the old defensive word? Do you think it'll ever happen?
Never. I think you're getting,
because it's not even fun to watch.
But here,
Like
and
big
we had that
points.
conversation.
We
yesterday.
did. It's not
But
even fun to watch.
here's my thing. You've got guys like Joey Bosa coming out and talking about,
Bosa?
listen, if I say something about the officials, I'm getting fined, but they blow a call that ruins my entire season. They're just sitting in the locker room laughing
Yeah,
about
that's a good
afterwards.
point.
You have this
Yucking it up.
situation. You're at a point. You're at a point where you're having trouble fielding referees for 6-year-old basketball because parents can't let it go. And these guys are getting criticized on television, and the end of games are about referees. We just saw in the AFC NFC Championship game. And I know there's talk about fining officials and things like that. And
draft
they
linemen.
get graded also. But it really feels like you need to have a personality evaluation with officials. Because, and I know they're in short supply right now, and anybody that's doing it at a lower level is
Hats off to
close
you.
to Saints level for dealing with that stuff.
You got to start an
But this
academy.
is that you need to. You absolutely need to, because you've reached the point where more people know who Ed Hockley is than the left starting tackle of the Los Angeles Chargers.
True.
You've got guys, and not a shot at Ed, but you've got guys in that profession that are on TV to be on TV, and it's very apparent. Nobody wants to see your spray tan, your tight shirt. Not one person. If this, like, you've got to get.
Listen, I like Clete Blakeman's gun show as much as the next guy.
Whatever. But you've got to get.
Law,
You've got
order.
to. You've got to get to the point where if there's multiple clearly games being affected by officials, you've got to fix this, whether it's the NFL or the NBA. And I don't know how you do that, but you've got to finance
It used to be Detroit's problem. Now it's everyone's
I'm
problem.
going to ask the tough question. Are human referees in professional sports old technology? We have AI now.
Okay. What do you do for a day
have
job?
Technology.
How reliable is technology?
I mean,
It never breaks, never ever.
Are you telling me that artificial intelligence couldn't call a football game?
Artificial intelligence couldn't detect speakers in a room with 24 speakers today.
I beg to differ. I think artificial intelligence has come a long way Google, Elon Musk, Twitter, Elon just shut down their AI system like a week or two ago because it was a little too good, quote unquote, is what they said. I think we're heading that way, and people need to be prepared for that.
To the other side of that coin,
especially in baseball. I think baseball's being the first to get it.
You think Vegas is controlling games now?
Hey, man.
Did you guys see? It's like maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks ago that some soldiers tricked a facial recognition AI by hiding underneath a box and walking right up to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just like nothing's there, just a box.
Okay, fair. But if let's say a league like the NFL, money is no object.
This is the only.
They're not gonna give a grant to some.
This is the only way I see it working.
What if the lineman puts a
This
box
is
on
what
his
we
head?
need.
If you have one official, you have to have the human element. Please God. Because
so eye in the sky. How about
it
take them
buzzes
off
down.
the ground?
It
Yeah,
buzzes down.
I'm down
That's
with
the
that.
only way.
What
I
if
can
it
see
was
that.
like in auxiliary
down with
to our referees?
You know who we could ask this question to that may have a
Children?
great answer for us? Burkhead coach Cody Fisher. He's going to join us
Absolutely.
next here at 1620 The Zone. If you missed that segment and want to learn about artificial intelligence, check it out, SoundCloud.com.
I'm
After
sorry,
hours 1620.
Dave.
It was brought to you by Forsman's Finest Decks.
I
Warm
am a
temperatures are
robot.
right around the corner. If your house suffers from naked house syndrome, dress it up. Let the finest deck builders in Omaha come build you a deck, put a cover on it, and add that something that your home has been missing. Head over to forsmansfinest.com and book your dream deck building this summer. Forsman's Finest is building the best decks around Omaha. We'll be right back with Burkhead basketball coach Cody Fisher and his players here on 1620 The Zone.
ASAP for service, ASAP.
If that refrigerator is leaking all over the floor, or maybe that dryer isn't drying your clothes, get your appliances fixed ASAP. Call ASAP Appliance and Plumbing at 402-706-9931. If you need your drain snaked, call ASAP. ASAP Plumbing and Appliance. Family owned and fixing your problems as soon as possible since 2007.
ASAP for service, ASAP.
Do you need a customized online marketing plan and creative campaigns to help scale your business and achieve goals in 2023? Pixel Fire Marketing can not only help you achieve those goals, but we will help you crush them this year. Pixel Fire Marketing lives and breathes digital marketing. Pixel Fire Marketing has experts in strategic content creation, social media marketing, and website development. Check out Pixel Fire Marketing today and attack marketing in 2023.
Sure, it's cold out now, but late nights out on the patio are just around the corner. Why settle for good enough when you can have the finer things? Forsman's Finest Decks can build you a custom deck that fits your family's needs, entertain your guests, and put that extra something on your house. Already have a deck? Does it have a cover? The Forsman's crew can help with that as well. Help them help you have the finest deck in Omaha. Go to forsmansfinest.com to book an appointment today.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
Every year, MVP for Life, with the help of the Strike Zone, runs a collegiate summer baseball league called the Corn Belt League. About 30% of the players come from out of the area, and you can help them along their quest to further their game and perhaps play professional ball just by opening your home. The Corn Belt League in Omaha and Council Bluffs is looking for generous families willing to open their homes to their players for the 2023 season. If you think your home could be a good fit, go to cornbeltleague.com now for more information.
Are you tired of suffering with that lower back, knee, or shoulder? Are the cortisone shots not lasting as long as they used to? Pain West is the premier pain management clinic in the Omaha area, bringing the best of all treatments into one facility for the most state-of-the-art, effective, and personalized care. Call 402-505-7989 to set up a complimentary consultation today, or visit us at painwest.com to see how we can help you live pain-free today.
Smart Water and Hy-Vee are teaming up to donate bikes to the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands. Smart Water and Hy-Vee will be donating 14 bikes to the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands, and you can help. Head to any participating Omaha or Council Bluffs Hy-Vee January 25th through February 1st to buy Smart Water. Get a 6-pack of 1-liter Smart Water bottles for just $10.99 and help the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands. Smart Water and Coca-Cola are proud supporters of the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands and After Hours on 1620 The Zone.
You are listening to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
7:33 on a Tuesday night here on 1620 The Zone. We're joined by Omaha Burke head basketball coach Cody Fisher and his one of his players, Reed. Is it Emzik? I just want to make sure I got that right. Join us in studio here to talk about Burke basketball, what's going on with their program. And the remainder of their season. It's weird to get this far into it and still be talking to coaches because you guys are working so hard and have so much going on. Obviously, a ton of games under your belt and a few left to go. Coach, you started off 2-0. The record's 5-14. What did you see in those first two games that you can make portable to the rest of the season?
Well, the group this year has been bought in a lot more on the defensive end. So that's something that we've really emphasized, especially after last season. And it's been pretty consistent throughout the year. Biggest thing for us is just building consistency. And part of that is we've had kind of a chaotic year. Pretty much every single game we're missing 2 to 3 available bodies because of various injuries, illnesses, stuff like that. Like even today we had 3 kids home sick practicing. So just trying to build consistency in all those areas the best way that we can.
Zeb Svoboda was a big part of what you guys did this year. He broke his leg a few weeks ago. Do you have any update on his status?
So he fractured his fibula in December.
Walk it off, man. He's fine. Right?
I know, right? Well, ironically, the way he twisted his ankle, Reed did kind of similar a couple days before that.
Wow.
Reed was just a minor sprain, and Zeb ended up breaking his leg. So it's kind of funny how the body works.
Yeah.
But he's hoping to be back by our last regular season game and at the least districts. So he's out of the boot now, and if he does come back, those lungs are definitely going to be heavy. But he's trying.
Kind of hard to run on one leg.
Yeah.
Reed Emzik is with us as well. You're a senior out at Burke. What does being a senior on this team mean to you?
I mean, it's mean a lot because you got to hold everyone on the team accountable. But you also have to hold yourself to a higher standard as being a senior because a lot more things you need to do. Like even at practice, you got to make sure everyone has like good energy to start and good energy to finish. Make sure we're not leaving on a bad note and just like keeping the team together. Like make sure we're not spreading out in different like groups.
Floor general per se. And through example, you lead. You're in the top 3 in almost every category on this team, from scoring to rebounds to steals. What do you attribute to your game to being so well-rounded?
You just gotta go out there and try to win. Because like if you go out there and try to go for all your points, you're just gonna lack in assists or rebounds or like winning. Really, there's a lot of good teams that have like a lot of good players, and some teams just have one good player and they're not as good as other teams.
Omaha Burke head coach, Omaha Burke basketball head coach Cody Fisher and senior Reed Emzik joining us here. And after his coach, already one more win than a season ago. 4 wins in district, 3 district games left on the schedule. What is the motivational tools you're going to use to keep these guys on task and focused on finishing this thing out and possibly looking at maybe even doubling your win totals from a year ago?
We kind of focus on 2 things every single day. One of them is the things that you can control, attitude, effort, getting better every single day, and really just trying to win the day. But the other is we've really been hammering home. Last year we only had 2 seniors. This year we've had more, and just kind of emphasizing like this is the last dance. This is the last ride. So every time that we play a game, this is the last time you're ever going to play at Northwest, or this is the last time you're getting to play a team from outside of Nebraska. Like this is it. There's no going back. So we've really hammered those points home, and district time, it always hits different for seniors, that realization of like, no, this is really
right.
So those games are a lot more intense and heavy. I still remember my last game my senior year, crying like a baby, and you try to put that off as much as you can, and you start by doing the simple and little things.
Reed, as we were talking before the interview, you're a speed guy. You run track. You're heading off to Kearney to run track. Why UNK, and when will you get on campus there?
I don't really have a set date on when I get to campus, but probably like August,
Okay.
early June or July, around there. And I picked UNK because I want to stay closer to home. I
Sure.
don't want to be like too close where I see my parents every day.
Right.
But
Close enough they can be there, but they don't have to be.
Down,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like what they have going on there. They have they had West Ferguson win the 800, what I run in D2 national championships last year. And great program, great guys, a lot of in-state guys that I know and have ran with.
Good school too.
Yeah.
Excellent school.
Cruise night's a ton of fun. Be home before midnight. Nothing good happens after midnight in Kearney, Nebraska. Hey, Coach. Obviously, Reed going off to run track's a little bit different than maybe going to play basketball somewhere else. But when it comes to the recruiting aspect, and if one of your guys is heading off to a different school after high school, how do you handle that situation? How involved are you in that process?
If coaches talk to you about how their habits are as an athlete and as a person, you're definitely upfront with them about that.
All right, what's Reed's worst hat? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
He's got a couple scatterbrain moments, but for the most part, Reed's been a 3-year varsity kid. He's worked his tail off for 3 years. Great kid. So he's definitely been a blessing in the program. But we really emphasize multi-sport athletes. I'm a multi-sport coach. I just think it's best to be out competing all the time and working those different athletic habits.
What else do you coach?
Football and track.
That's what I thought. Okay.
And then AAU.
Yeah. Almost have to nowadays, right? Have to.
Yeah.
With the growing monster that is, if you're going to coach the high school level.
Yeah, luckily I get to work with a few guys like old Caleb Benning and Kevin Stubblefield and all those guys.
Friends of the show.
Yeah, friends of the show.
They've both been in here.
But the biggest thing is to help kind of guide them through the process. Like even when Reed is talking about where he's thinking about going for college for track, cross country, or whatever, it's really just kind of emphasizing, how do you feel about it? What do you think? Do you think this is a good fit? Do you see this being a home for the next 4 years? And kind of help guiding them through that process. And at the end of the day, if they have a chance to compete in anything at the next level, I really don't care what it is. I just want them going off and being able to get, school paid for and the chance to keep doing what they love and just making sure it's a good fit for them.
Reed, obviously both track and basketball have a ton of running involved in it, but what is preparation? What's the difference in preparation for you? Obviously it's different for everybody, but we're talking about moving from basketball to track season. When does that mental preparation start, and what do you do physically differently?
Like you're talking about like season to season?
Yeah, like going from basketball to track. What do you do differently?
Basketball, it's like I see my teammates every day, and I have like those same teammates every single day. And then going to track, it's like I get like a day off, and I don't normally take that break because competition wise
You can't, yeah.
you can't. And going track season, I'm either running with long distance guys or I'm running with sprinters since I'm mid distance. So it's an environment change because different teammates and different coaches who I'm with.
Sure.
And just
different scenery too, for sure. Obviously, where you're going. What when you look at the back the last 4 years at Omaha Burke, what has been your favorite moments, whether on the basketball court, on the track field, or just as a student? Do you have anything that stands out to you?
Probably, I'd say my sophomore year state track. It was our 4x8 relay. We had 2 seniors. One of them had long story short, COVID wouldn't let him run an individual race, so he could run our relay. So it was like we really wanted him to get a medal, so we worked really hard and game planned and got him a medal.
Awesome. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for being here tonight. Reed, good luck to you heading off to Kearney, and then Coach, good luck in the last couple games of the season, and maybe we'll catch up with you guys at the end of districts and see how everything went, and definitely maybe next year. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That is Cody Fisher and Reed Emsick from Omaha Burke basketball. If you missed their segment, check it out. SoundCloud.com/afterhours1620 was brought to you by Going Vertical Omaha. Going Vertical Basketball Academy is the premier training facility in the Midwest, working with athletes as young as kindergarten all the way up till the pros. GVBA offers a variety of packages from individual workouts to group sessions and more. They also offer elite level sports performance training for athletes of all sports. Check out the academy at 10700 Sap Brothers Drive here in Omaha. We'll be right back winning some money here on 1620 The Zone. Hey everyone, Jimmy Allen here for the Strike Zone Omaha. It's cold outside, but we all know a baseball or softball player that can benefit from being indoors. Get them inside the Strike Zone. Joe and his team focus on all things from hitting, pitching, catching, even field work. Get them on the diamond inside where it's nice and warm at the Strike Zone Omaha today. Check out StrikeZoneOmaha.com for more details. Strike Zone. Train here, compete anywhere.
When you think Caddyshack, you think about an unforgettable dining experience. Stop in for Meatloaf Monday for just $10.95. Tuesdays are all about the happy with dollar drinks during all-day happy hour. Celebrate a Wing Wednesday with After Hours. Thursday is Spaghetti Night for $10.95 a plate. Or grab some lunch on Fridays with the $12.95 hot beef sandwich. Caddyshack. 2 great locations off of 117th and Blondo and 180th and Harrison. The official watering hole of After Hours on 1620 The Zone.
Smart Water and Hy-Vee are teaming up to donate bikes to the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands. Smart Water and Hy-Vee will be donating 14 bikes to the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands, and you can help. Head to any participating Omaha or Council Bluffs Hy-Vee January 25th through February 1st to buy Smart Water. Get a 6-pack of 1-liter Smart Water bottles for just $10.99 and help the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands. Smart Water and Coca-Cola are proud supporters of the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands and After Hours on 1620 The Zone.
Do you enjoy working outside? Do you like getting your hands dirty but just haven't found the career for you? Come work with the finest deck building company in Omaha. Forsman's Finest Decks is looking for experienced and new carpenters. With competitive wages in a field where you can master your craft, Forsman is the best place for a construction specialist to get a fresh start. Call today at 402-504-2751 or email info@forsmansfinest.com to set up an interview today.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
Every year, MVP for Life, with the help of the Strike Zone, runs a collegiate summer baseball league called the Corn Belt League. About 30% of the players come from out of the area, and you can help them along their quest to further their game and perhaps play professional ball just by opening your home. The Corn Belt League in Omaha and Council Bluffs is looking for generous families willing to open their homes to their players for the 2023 season. If you think your home could be a good fit, go to cornbeltleague.com now for more information.
Are you tired of suffering with that lower back, knee, or shoulder? Are the cortisone shots not lasting as long as they used to? Pain West is the premier pain management clinic in the Omaha area, bringing the best of all treatments into one facility for the most state-of-the-art, effective, and personalized care. Call 402-505-7989 to set up a complimentary consultation today, or visit us at painwest.com to see how we can help you live pain-free today.
Going Vertical Basketball Academy is the premier sports performance training facility in the Midwest. Working with athletes as young as kindergarten all the way to college and the pros, GVBA offers a variety of packages from individual workouts to group sessions. They also offer elite-level sports performance training for athletes of all sports. Check out the Academy at 10700 Sapp Brothers Drive in Omaha or at goingverticalomaha.com. That's goingverticalomaha.com.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you like to shoot fireworks? Would you like to get paid to shoot fireworks? J&M Displays wants you. Help shoot an Omaha Storm Chasers game, Memorial Park display, or any of the major shows in Western Iowa and all of Nebraska. If you like to travel, J&M covers Nebraska, Kansas, and most of Missouri. They offer free training and great daily pay rates, which makes it a perfect part-time job. Visit jnmdisplays.com and click the Join Our Team tab to find out more. J&M Fireworks.
Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
totally redeems himself.
The remix.
We're wrapping things up inside the After Hours Lounge. Thank you very much to Coach Renee Saunders, who made a surprise guest appearance tonight from Omaha Skutt Volleyball. Thank you to Brian Munson.
And she gave me a T-shirt
from Husker Online. I'm trying. Chance.
What?
She's just showed up, and we just put her on the air for no reason.
Oh, yeah. right.
And then,
hi, Renee. I hope your dog's cute on Twitter.
She has two, doesn't she?
Yeah, she got a new one, like a puppy.
Oh, gotcha.
Puppy
She didn't
down.
tell us? Come on, Saunders.
Well, I was going to mention it, but then he ushered
We
her
love
out before I
puppies.
could save the segment.
Thank you to Burke Boys basketball head coach Cody Fisher for joining us as well. Thank you to Chance
Selfish.
Oliver for sandbagging this entire show.
You're not the.
It is time for closing time. We're going to give you our nightcap picks, where Chance, Rob, and I are going to win you some money against the spread tonight. Chance, what do you got for us?
Give me the Denver Nuggets -6.5 at home against the Pelicans. Oh, I don't like this. Give me the
Go the other way then. Go with your gut, Chance.
Give me the Orlando Magic to cover on the road at the Sixers. They're giving up 9 points. I think they can cover 9. Surely.
Tomorrow night, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, but we're not on.
Because we're not on.
All right, I know.
And then tomorrow, yeah, I have no faith in the Pistons. Give me the Washington Wizards -6 on the road at Detroit.
Rob Luff.
I will take the home Nuggets tonight against the Pelicans of New Orleans. They are favored 6.5, I believe. Oh, excuse me, just went up to 7. As well as I like the under. Zion is hurt and is out of this game. And he's
Shocker.
good majority of their offense. So
Very on brand for
New
Zion
Orleans
Williamson.
is going to try to tough it out defensively and up in the altitude. That's tough to do. So I like Denver and the under in that one. And we'll go a little college basketball action tonight. I also like Indiana on the road as a dog in Maryland, taking on the Terrapins. Maryland is actually favored.
That's a turtle, folks.
Terrapin, yep.
Dude, I saw a picture of a Diamondback terrapin. Really cool.
And
Also a turtle.
I'm going to take Indiana on the money line there.
Really quickly, you can get a live line on Nebraska versus Illinois. They were a 14.5-point underdog, they being the
You got
Huskers
5
tonight.
minutes, son.
They're only down 7 points right now out in well, I take that back. They're down 8 now. But they're down 8 points to the Illini in Champaign. You get the live line at 9.5. Give me Nebraska plus 9.5 right now on the live line tonight. Also in college basketball tonight, you can get TCU as a 1.5-point favorite at home against West Virginia. They win by at least 10 points. Give me the Horned Frogs. And then tomorrow night, Creighton is home to the worst Power 5 basketball team in the nation in Georgetown. They're a 13.5-point favorite. They win by 20. Give me the Jays to roll. I know a lot of people are worried about that line, but I think Creighton absolutely demolishes Patrick Ewing and crew tomorrow night at the Chai.
He's sweating like Pat Ewing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's even worse with a suit on when you're down 40 points, which might happen tomorrow night.
I wonder if John's there yet.
Oh, that's right.
John, you there? You in DC yet?
I'm sure that's not a very
Safely.
long flight. I mean, I'm sure he left
I
this morning.
mean, because he was listening to the show around the crossover before he went to the airport. He's got to be there by now.
For USC?
Yeah.
No, he's not there then. It's a 4-hour flight.
No. Like he was like almost to the airport, I think.
Right, but then you got to get through TSA. That means his flight didn't leave for at least another hour.
Yeah, but we've been going for like an hour and a half now.
Right, but it's a 4-hour flight, Chance.
Well, yeah, but like say he gets
Okay,
three,
yeah, that's a good
3
point.
hours in for
That's
USC.
a good point. For whatever reason, I thought you were talking about the crossover to our show that doesn't exist.
No.
Never mind. Bad at math and not thinking clearly. Yeah.
Crossover with the
No,
Kenor Hapor show.
Yeah, he's probably there. Was Connor in today?
No, wait, yeah, he was.
Was
Connor
he?
wasn't
Okay,
in today.
okay. I didn't get a chance to listen to anybody.
Has anyone's stock ever changed from performing well in the Senior Bowl?
Several.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Who? Name your sources.
Overrated.
Andrews Pete ended up moving up. A lot of
Can't blitz in the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not real football.
What happens?
It's like
What
Pee-wee Pro
happens is
Bowl.
you have scouts come down and watch the practices, and that's
okay
where people
Your
improve,
workouts.
improve their
Yeah,
drafts
yeah,
at
yeah, okay.
because the combine
I
isn't enough
guess.
of seeing you in your underwear.
Hey, ladies, how's it going?
Speaking of things that are irrelevant and don't matter, Tyler Huntley
bad
is
luck for
replacing
women.
Josh Allen in the Pro Bowl, and
Really?
yeah, can we get rid of the Pro Bowl? Like,
Please?
Whoa,
like,
whoa, look.
I'm fine.
Just
Play
make
flag
it a
football.
recognition.
No, you already have it. It's the All-Pro team.
All-Pro?
Just get rid of the Pro Bowl thing.
So
I'm down.
You need an AFC guy. So I'm assuming like all the people who just like got knocked out in championship weekend and divisional just said
Nobody wants
no.
to get hurt.
Well, they played flag football this year.
And this is what, the third year they've done this?
First year.
This is the
Ravens
first
shouldn't
year.
let this. They
I thought
might
already
need
did it.
Huntley.
They were doing it, but it wasn't the actual game. They were
Right.
doing it as like
They were
a
doing drills and
fanfare.
stuff like that. Yeah, which is all this needs to be. Nobody wants like the NFL.
You could still tear an ACL out.
Nobody wants to do.
You know what
this.
you should have done? You should have asked Matt Ryan.
Send it back to Hawaii.
So he
too.
felt
If you're gonna do it in Hawaii. Give people a reason to go.
You should-
Vacation.
Nobody wants.
you
to
should
go
have
this
asked Matty Ice so he felt appreciated.
How about the Caribbean?
Nobody would have like Tyler Huntley playing 4 games this year is better than anything Matt Ryan did.
No. I'm not saying
That fumble Tyler Huntley had against the Bengals better than anything Matt
I'm
Ryan
not
did.
saying he is better. I'm just saying, look, thanks for all you've done.
But listen, this is where we are.
Have some fun
The
playing.
Pro
flag
Bowl
football.
has a guy starting that played 4 games this season.
He's not. I'm sorry. Huntley is not a Pro Bowler.
No, he's not. That's the point of
That means how many people turned down the invitation?
Does that mean Lamar
1,
said
2,
no?
All of them.
All of
that means
them?
all of them have turned them in. But what's the point?
What about Bailey Zappi? Can we put Bailey Zappi in?
You know why? Because somebody in the business office of the NFL at New York City is going to say we actually make money off of it. Somehow, some way. I don't know how.
Tyler
but-
Huntley, how big of a check does this need to be for you to get on a plane tonight? And you know what? And there's Peyton and Eli are coaching the teams and have some clout with some guys, and
I
they.
thought Snoop was one of the captains.
I think he's an assistant coach.
Oh.
But it's Eli versus Peyton.
All
and
right. You're right.
Snoop's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
foreman of the joint.
You ever
Yeah, I
watched?
get it.
I hate you. You know
That one is a good one.
On that
Hold
note,
on.
we'll get out of here. If you missed it, this is the After Hours Lounge. We're brought to you by Payne West. And if you missed any of our show tonight, want to hear Chance Oliver make weed jokes, check it out. 1620 or
Listen,
SoundCloud.com/After-Hours1620 was brought to you by.
babe. Okay.
What are you doing tonight? If you missed it, listen to it.
Cocaine's a hell of a
SoundCloud.com.
drug.
Stop.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's brought to you by Pyramid Roofing. If your roof's leaking, if you have wind coming through your windows, they can fix all that. Don't wait until spring. Let the #1 roofer for 11 straight years come out. Take care of your roofing, windows, gutters, or siding need. They do it all. Give Pyramid Roofing a call, 402-502-9300. Check out pyramidroof.com to book a free estimate today. The drug-loving Chance Oliver,
Yeah,
Rob Love. I'm Jimmy Allen. Happy National Hot Chocolate Day.